Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. I always want to say stories, but yes, adventures. And well, what a last episode. We actually saved the town. It was under attack and we killed... I've already forgotten the names, but as you can see we have two little crests here available. Two things before we go on. On the one hand, we are going to sell all our stuff. We are going quickly through our inventory, and we are going, to take a look.
I've heard you're going to the gallows bog, where the first fighting machines from Borgava are still rusting away in the mud. I'd pay good money for any unexploded bombs you could find.
And what I wanted to say, we take on the crests.
Sure, I'll look around.
Now that we are here, I can already sell then our items. Let me have a quick look over our inventory, what we can actually use, what would be useful to us. I still say the sword that we received in one of the last episodes, of course, is absolutely amazing. That is what I can just tell ya. So I only want to go quickly over it. That would get us luck, but from the attributes wise, the others are a little bit more powerful. So we stay with the equipment we currently have. What we can take a look at, whether we can give our spirit something new. And the ring plus mana, I think I'll give her this ring and upgrade the sword as well with the 10 to 15. Then we increase her DPS because, she helps us out in battle. That's just it. That is it.
Welcome back, stranger. Have you managed to find anything for me?
I'm still looking.
And let me quickly... I know we could, I guess, salvage all the items, but I will do that later on and not now. And I'm not going, of course, not to sell the items we can't take on off yet. Oh, that was actually not what I wanted. Let me buy it back, hopefully. There we are. And I wanted to give it to our spirit. And then we go on. Alright, then we take the second quest, and afterwards we are going to the Ink Rift, which we already tried out once but didn't make it.
I've heard you're heading to the gallows bog. Do you know that the machine men have a camp there? This is where they experiment on the werewolves.
Let me guess. You want me to let the werewolves free?
Heavens, no. Why would I want such a thing? No, I'm only interested in the strange substance that gets these dreadnecks up and running. I will pay you generously.
Alright.
Fine. I always wanted to know what's inside those things.
Taking it, and then we are trying out the Ink Rift, and let's see whether we can make it. Now, if you remember, in one of the first episodes, actually, there we had a quest, but we couldn't make it and we couldn't go on. I have the hope that we can make it now. The advantage here, of course, is that all enemies which I already have killed are or stay dead. That is actually quite nice, and it is a little bit easier right now. As you can see, we do more damage and absorb more damage. That is pretty amazing. Well, I have mentioned that before, but as you may know, this game is from the same developers who are currently still creating or have created Warhammer Inquisitor Mother, which you can find a Let's Play on my channel as well. And now I for the last couple of months I actually wanted to try this game out, and here we are. So I guess we can only go to the right, so we shall do. Trying to kill as many enemies as we can before they actually attack us. For the werewolves, it takes us 2 shots. Alright, nice to know. No, not for everyone then, at least. So, I of course hope that we are going to make it this time. What I really would like to have is some kind of AoE. That would be, of course, absolutely amazing. what I found out in one of, I think the last episode, or the episode before, we have a healing spell, which therefore heals us and the spirit, and that is in certain situations actually quite nice to use. So, taking her down. Then let me take a quick look. Do we even regenerate? There's always a couple of seconds to check the loot. Down. What I think I said that before is the game has some similarities to Inquisitor Martyr. It's the same or a similar genre, as you may see, and I am, used to certain things. For example, that you can, adjust the camera, which in this game does not work. That's always a little weird feeling, but anyhow, that's just it. This game is rather old, I would say. It's, I think, 3 or 4 years old, so it's not the newest game, but I, wanted to play it, and I hope you like it. Even though it may not look as good as the current AAA titles out there on the market. But old games don't need, old games are not bad. There are even good old games, so I thought, why not? And for now, I'm having fun. Planned with this Let's Play, guys, is at least playing it through, and that is what I will actually do. That is actually, the head is no upgrade, and this one not, but we can then give it to our spirit to increase her a little bit. What I want to say, I of course don't know how long I'm going to play that game. I'm definitely going to play it through, but afterwards I do not know whether I play anything, whether I go deeper into the game. I do not know, but that we will find out in the near future. I don't even honestly know how long the game is, so that we will still find out then. But I guess around a good 8 hours this game should have in playtime. Alright, so the next enemies, and yes, the plan actually worked out that we skipped that part here in the beginning to wait until we are geared up a little bit better, so this game now is a little bit easier than, or this stage here is a little bit easier than the one before. What are these? They look so funny. And they have a drag thing going on, which is nasty, I tell you. So I'm going to heal us up. Yes, and that is something I guess I still have to do at one point, to give our spirit there some health potions that would then help her out at times in need, I guess. So we have found the requested item. Then we can give the crest back.
Wonderful, thank you. I can do science again.
My pleasure.
And we get our rewards. Rare artifacts, it was said. Whoa, this one is pretty good as well, as I have to say. So let us... Anyhow, I will give this sword to her to increase her DPS. Oh, at 20 we are there now. That is nice. And let us now...
Welcome back, stranger. Have you managed to find anything for me?
I'm still looking.
Not yet, but...
This is full of stars.
We have to go on. I guess we are now going to find the way to the mines, and then we go on with our quests. One from the mayor, or one, the mayor told us what to do, going through the mines to the next city, and that is what we are trying to do. So by now there are not too many enemy types. I honestly hope that is going to change, but as of yet I do not know that, of course. So killing these guys, we already need a few more shots there, but that, hey, well, that's just it. I think it's weird that these guys actually are... Oh no, these are the close combat variants. And there you see we need so many shots for them. So, taking out the big guy. Heal her up, and then everything looks better, I guess. Alright. Even these scavengers here hold up so much. That is a little bit weird, I have to say, but anyhow, if it's it, then we have to get through and be a little bit more careful. So, healing spell not yet available. As soon as we are low in health, like now, I will actually use it and kill these guys. I actually thought that would respawn her, but there I think I was wrong. So there are even some minions, so that is a, not, I don't want to say boss, but a bigger run, a champion mob, I guess. As you are probably familiar from Diablo 3, there was, you know, the champions mobs containing of 3 or 4 guys which had special abilities, and they were really, at certain points, really sick. Especially if you were playing in Inferno mode, that was actually quite insane. So then, let's try to kill them all. She has a level up, which came there at a good moment, I have to say. And then, okay, I may not, it was not necessarily necessary to fire the healing spell there, but well, what shall I do? So these guys are quite powerful.
I don't have any healing potions.
So now I get into kiting. That seems, at least for me, the way to go here. If you have any, you know, tips or anything to say, leave me a comment. That is always much appreciated, I tell you. So he's all by himself. That is quite acceptable for me now. And these guys actually remember me a little bit of the reborn marauders in Inquisitor Martyr, which had this powerful slam thing there as well, and were as slow as these guys, or are as slow as these guys. So, what I like is the style of the game, and what I'm meaning there, that looks like, you know, from a time, you know, 200 years ago, 300 years ago with the old weapons. That is actually, looks quite nice, I have to tell you. And makes me feel in another time. But now, we are nearly at the end of this episode. Let us get the chest here in the back.
Well, that was strange. I felt a burst of energy from the stone.
You don't fiddle with ancient runestones in Borgovia. You might accidentally summon something.
Right, that I actually do not hope. So we will at least kill those guys before we end this episode. Then we are a little bit further ahead. I know I have to go to the right, but I always actually like to explore the complete map and take everything with us and everything down. That is just how I do stuff. So at least let me kill the big guys. I want to heal her, of course. And at some point I should probably give her some health potions. So she can heal her up as well, or all by herself actually. So I don't always then need to rely on our little healing spell. Oh, that is actually pretty sick that they are coming out of the bushes there and you don't see them and they just suddenly come out of them. That is a little weird. So this guy taken out and taken care of. Well, guys, that then brings us now really to the end of this episode. As usual, I really thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And, well, I will see you in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day. Stay frosty. Bye.